Welcome to the final part of What If Nagisa had the sharingan. Yes, this is the part where I'm going to finish it. Yeah. So, for y'all longtime fans out there who've been loving this series, you've been waiting for the part 10. Here it is, but sadly, this is where it comes to an end. Yeah. Now, because of Nagisa's presence there, most of the outside threats, like Inota and his caretaker, have given up. So, as fall comes around and the kids decide we should attempt to save Koro Sensei, Nagisa says, ask his opinion on it. We're assassins, that's what we've been training for. Are you really going to give up on your target? I understand we all have made a bond with our teacher, but we've been training to do this for about a year now. And we can't let the emotions we've gained for him dictate whether or not we make the final strike. So I'll ask you again. Or I'll ask you again. Do you think we should abandon our mission? And this is when the class is split in two. Now, they do the vote and the paintball game is in. But it's kind of backwards, because Nagisa is gray, paintballs, and Karma's red, and fucking Inata is blue. Blue to save him, red to kill him, and gray to let Koro Sensei decide. Now, they hold the paintball game, and Nagisa uses Raijin's seal, because he has one on about everybody now, and he just touches them with the gray handprint. They're dead. Yeah, they're dead. So, yeah. I don't know how long this is gonna be, because I have some shit. Shit. Yeah. So, yeah. Nagisa, after winning the paintball game, walks up to Koro Sensei and says, Koro Sensei, I have a question for you. And he's alone right now, he doesn't have a class with him. What is it, young Nagisa? He says, if you had the chance to teach forever at the sacrifice of one of your students, would you take it? Of course not. And why is that? Because each of you are precious. An unexpendable piece of our journey. I'm just gonna pause this real quick. Yeah, so he says that each of them are an unexpendable part of his journey as a teacher. He then says, okay then, now here's question 2. What would you do for more time? Koro Sensei's eyes kind of widen at this, and he says, Nagisa, what do you have up your sleeve? Nagisa says, well, this is a lie, by the way. Nagisa says, I may or may not have a way to extract the antimatter inside of you that makes you an octopus. You would return to your normal human form, but you'd have to change your name from the Reaper, of course. Yeah, of course, Sensei's like, how do you know about that? Hush, 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 I'm not done talking. And then he says, I know how to extract the dark matter, or antimatter, within your system, and you'll revert to a human for a short amount of time. I'm turning into a vegetable, Core-sensei, and if my body can host your dark matter for an infinite amount of time, with no backlashes, then this is a missed opportunity. Core-sensei says, wonderful idea, Nagisa, but the answer is still no. I can never ask you to do that. He says, well, I hope you'll end up reconsidering. He walks out, and he says, by the way, I'm going to have to take a small leave from my school activities. I have some business to take care of. Flashback. Nagisa absorbed a artificial nine-tails fox made of dark matter, aka Biju energy, which is dark matter in this kind of scenario. This made his heart very unstable because a human is the greatest cage or seal. So he sealed it in his heart, and the nine tails has been lashing and out, and it's causing him heart pains, and this fucking is bad. But he still goes out by day to day without any, major, without drawing any questions. Now, we all know Nagisa's, what's it called? Code name is the doll face with red eyes, because he worked in the mob. So he goes down to the mob boss. He's walking. Sorry about that. My thing just nearly fell off the thing. My phone just nearly fell off the stand I used. Fuck. Gotta fix my stand. Sorry about this. That should work for now. So yeah. Nagisa goes down to the mob boss and he sits down and says, I have a question for you. Can you find me more of my eyes? If you can, I'm willing to pay a very large sum of money, and I would owe you one. I only need one. 2 would be preferred, though. The mob boss says, Nagisa, we've been doing business for a long time. Now, you and I both know that your eyes are the rarest artifact on this planet. And the chances of anybody taking them from one of your kind, it's impossible. Especially for average means. Humans can't compare to what you can do. Yeah. So, what makes you think I can find you these eyes? Simply put, I found another user. He had eyes like mine, and he tried to kill me. Or rather, take my eyes. He says, that's an interesting little piece of information you've brought me, Nagisa. I'll keep my eyes open. If we can find them, we'll take them. After all, you are my most trusted adversary. So let's say they've had a little bit of dealings in the past. Some weird dealings. Dark dealings, you could say. So yeah, Nagisa says thanks. He then, walks out and, walks away. He, on his way home, stops by grabbing groceries. And then, when he gets back, he sees his mom sitting in the kitchen table, and he walks in. Her hands are under the table, and there's a cup on the table right in front of her. Nagisa walks in and says, "Hey mom, what's up?" She says, "Nagisa, do you mind sitting down for a moment?" He sits down and she says, "Nagisa, I have some news." "What is it? What, did someone come? Someone come to the house or something?" She says, "No, no, no, nothing like that. It's about your condition." Now, he says, "I know, Mom, it's fine. Even if I do go blind, it's not going to change anything. I'll still always be here for you." She says, "It's not that. Nagisa, through your childhood, I know I've been a horrible mother. I've always forced things on you, and I even inflicted pain when you did something I thought was wrong. And you still stayed. You didn't try to run away. You didn't try to contact the authorities, even though you knew what I was doing was wrong. And I can't let you lose something that means this much to you. I've seen you, Nagisa. You love to see the world. And if it wasn't for me, you would. If it wasn't for your goddamn condition your useless father gave you. Here." She hands him the cup, and as he does, she notices that she has blood on her hands. He says, "Mom, what is this?" She says, "Just look." He looks in the cup and sees two eyes. He says, "Mom, where did you get these?" She says, "I went back for your father's grave. I'm turning myself in so that you can use his eyes for your operation." Nagisa says, "No, no, I'm not letting you." "Nagisa, it's not your decision. I killed him, and because of that, you can use his eyes." If you're wondering how they didn't deteriorate over time, the Kamui ability has a thing to where it preserves the eyes. Yeah, let's say that. But after a user goes blind, he's fucked. The eyes are too damaged to ever be used again. So yeah. So a blind dead user is the ones you can't use. But someone whose eyes are perfectly fine in the first stage of Tomoe, it's fine. So yeah. Basically, yeah. So Nagisa Nagisa says, "But Mom." "No buts. Go to your room. I'm calling the doctor and the authorities." Nagisa stands up, kind of pissed, and storms to his room and slams the door. He sits on his bed, with his face in the pillow and just thinks. And within a couple minutes, the cops pull up, and she walks out. Fucking yeah, Darbo. Yeah. Yeah. Dickheads. Anyway. Yeah. So Nagisa called the doctor beforehand, and and the emotion of all this drives Nagisa's second eye to awaken, but it's stalled. Like it hasn't chosen its form yet. It doesn't have an ability either. It's just at that stage. So let's say it's a clear red eye without any pupils. Yeah. So as this is happening, the doctor comes by and takes the eyes to be used on Nagisa for the procedure. They swap out the eyes, and Nagisa is no longer going blind. Now, last day of school, and everybody's going fucking ham, trying to do some assassination attempts, when the government sends the anti-sensei barrier at night. Like, let's say 2 weeks before this happens. So, they do that, and they have the beam ready to, annihilate him. And they quarantine everybody. But in canon, everybody managed to get out. Nagi's just chilling in the classroom with Koro Sensei, talking about how nice it would have been. Motherfuckers! A pussy? Yeah, you are. Yeah, but anyway, as in canon, they all managed to get out and made it Koro Sensei's place. But around 5 minutes before, Nagisa's already there, talking to Koro Sensei in the classroom. And he says, Koro Sensei, I'm going to kill you when the class gets here. I know this probably isn't something you want to hear, but you know it's necessary. The planet will explode, your students will be gone, the memories you made with them. So I'm sorry to say, but it will happen. Koro Sensei says, I know, and I'm not scared of it. The memories I made with you all, it's what driven me to this conclusion. Koro Sensei is content with this, and as the class gets here, they take a tentacle each, Nagisa on top, and he does roll call. After everyone's here, Nagisa says, Teach. Sorry, not sorry. Then his Mangekyo, the one that hasn't been formed yet, switches to E. 1 second, I have to think about this. Let's say actually, no, I can do it right now. It switches to Shisui's. He smiles. And then, as fucking Nagisa does, extracts all his dark matter and seals it in his heart with the Nine Tails. Bitch! I'm going to smack these motherfuckers in the face. They don't know how to stop texting me in the middle of this shit. I'm turning off my Wi-Fi. Assholes. Can't hear. Record it. Anyway. Right as he's extracting the dark matter, he has it all. Koro-sensei morphs back to his human form. Everybody's looking at Nagisa like, what the fuck just happened? And then, out of nowhere, fucking random guy screams, no! And he says, you bastard! And then a Kamui envelops Nagisa. Wait, no. Alright, flashback. Nagisa made a toy rocket that, barely makes it into the atmosphere. But he juiced it up to where it get all the way up. Let's say this was about 6 years ago, because he put a seal on it, that way in case he needed to dispose of something really fast. He Kami's away, but at the same time, Nagisa activates his seal and sends himself into space. And so, Nagisa, the dark matter inside of Nagisa fuses with what Koro-sensei had. By the way, Koro-sensei's dark matter was enough Biju energy to amount to the One Tails. So that Biju energy fuses into a Ten Tails. But because the Kamui was activated along with Raijin, which is a space-time teleportation, and Kamui is dimensional, Nagisa is teleported through dimensions, and he wakes up as the Nine Tails is being sealed. Yeah, he wakes up in a tree. Well, in a tree, and he falls down and sees a boy with yellow hair on a swing set. And he says, "Who are you?" Huh? Nagisa says. And that's where we're ending it. Foreshadowing? Yes, it is. Thanks y'all for showing up for the finale. If y'all want to see that foreshadowing be used, I'm not opposed to it. But yeah. Let's get this shit to fucking, yeah. It's the finale, guys. It's here. I want to thank all y'all for around 600, for getting us past 600. Fuck, I'm gonna have to pause this shit now. My god, I can't just have 5 minutes. Anyway, thank you guys for over 600 subscribers. Honestly, I never really expected to get this big. My ass is even over 1K. It doesn't matter. Shit's been fun. I love anime. The stories, the characters. And fuck, y'all are one of the most supportive communities I know. Because you're the only community I really talk about. You're my community, so thanks. Thanks. Y'all the Legion. I've been your dual-wielding demon. We are ASMA. This has been the final episode to What If Nagisa Had the Sharingan. If y'all enjoyed this shit, leave a like. If you got some criticism, or you want to just say hi, leave a comment. Subscribe if you thought this was a dope-ass series. Fuck. Part 10. Join the Discord. Yeah. Anyway. Love you guys for showing up. For whoever stuck around this long, watched it all. Thank you. Gray, if you're seeing this to the end, what's up, my ninjas? What's up, my ninjas? That's not gonna catch on. What's up, man? Anyway, peace out. To infinity and beyond. Peace out. Ugh.